Spring may be all about floral and fresh scents, but let's not forget the magic of amber and oriental fragrances. This month, I'm reaching for warm, sensual, and beautifully spiced scents that bloom just as effortlessly in the spring air. Think golden ambers and soft resins and hints of exotic spices. Perfect for those breezy evenings and sun-drenched days. Let's dive into my April fragrance table. So first up on my April fragrance table is Touch Oud by Ahmed Al-Maghribi. As you can see here, the bottle is very similar to another brand. This one is a fresh, spicy citrus oud with balsamic and vanilla touches. This one has a lot of black pepper in it, and it's throughout the whole journey of this fragrance. There's a lot of sweetness as well, but it's not overtly sweet. It's definitely a vanilla that is not gourmand. This is perfect for those who like unisex perfumes. Nothing too sweet, nothing too powdery. It's just a perfect balance of both. A very long last, kind of buckle back in, which I really do like. And it's so inexpensive, and it's such a powerhouse of a fragrance. Highly recommend. And this will see me through spring/summer. And that is Touch Oud by Ahmed Al-Maghribi. We have coming up next is Shadow for Her by Ajmal. You can see there's not much left. I just want to finish her off now. A great frag for spring, summer. This one is sweet, it's musky, it's powdery. There's like some ambers and some florals in there as well. Kind of similar to SJP's Lovely, but this is better. This has that Middle Eastern vibe to it as well. So it's kind of woody, kind of ambery, quite ambery as well. I love the bottle with the dry flowers in there. Really stunning. Quite long lasting, is it? I would say maybe a good 4 hours before you need to spray again. So it's good to kind of decant this and put it in your bag. A lovely fragrance. For what you're paying, it's pretty good. And yeah, that's Shadow by Ajmal. So here I have Ambre by Alyssa Ashley EDP. This one is a soft oriental salty amber blend with hints of powder, a touch of incense with the most deliciously bittersweet dry down. Super stunning, very powdery, very ambery. It's just gorgeous. It's giving boudoir, this one. And this works in high heat or in cold weather. It works all year round. I'm going to put her right here on my table. So here we have New York Amber by Bond No. 9. I'm not sure if this is available still. I love this fragrance. Super stunning, gorgeous. This one though, it's a warm, spicy, creamy sandalwood fragrance with light touches of nutmeg and lots of amber. And it is a rose and oud combo, but the oud is more woody than it is oudy, if that makes any sense. Zero skank. In the dry down, the wood does become a little bit like pencil shaving like, which I'm not mad at. It's not strong. It is definitely there. Gorgeous fragrance. The rose is very soft. It's, for the most part, it's spicy and it's sandalwood forward. Again, it has roses in there as well. The rose is very soft. I do get the nutmeg. The nutmeg is giving this kind of slight fizzy vibe. Gorgeous fragrance, long lasting, and I will be wearing her this month. Coming up next is a spicy little number. This is Amouage Epic. This is gorgeous. It was actually a blind buy, and spicy. It's got a lot of pepper in there, but I absolutely adore it. Gorgeous fragrance. So this one is a warm, spicy floral that's powdery with lots of sweetness and warm ambers. It's stunning. The longevity is insane. It just, for me, it works all year round, and it's perfect for spring, especially in the UK. And that is Epic Amouage Woman. Another spicy number, and this is by Fragrance du Bois, and this is Cavort. I first smelled Cavort in Javoy London, Javoy Mayfair I should say, and it was toss up between this or Nichane Nefs, and I decided to go for Nichane Nefs. And then a year later I purchased this one, and when I did buy her, I kind of had buyer's remorse. I was like, I don't like her anymore, so I kind of left it to the wayside. And it's been a while, and yeah, I'm obsessed. Gorgeous fragrance. Going to be dusting her off. I'm in my saffron era now, so anything with saffron or labdanum and amber, it's me, and that's what I'll be wearing this spring. So Cavort is a saffron and rose centric fragrance. It's airy, it's light, there's some labdanum and warm ambery touches, very soft incense as well. This is a stunning fragrance for this time of year in the UK, and that is Cavort by Fragrance du Bois. Another saffron fragrance here, and this is Liquid Gold by Gissah. Gissah is a Middle Eastern brand. This fragrance, absolutely obsessed with. You can see how much I've used. I've only had her for like 6 months. And the bottle is 200 ml. Gorgeous. So Liquid Gold by Gissah is a saffron rose oud combo. A Floriental frag with final boss level projection and sillage. This is a powerhouse of a fragrance. No need to overspray this one. 3 or 4 sprays and you're pretty much good for the day. Gets lots of compliments as well. Stunning fragrance. And I do lay her with my Rose Amira by Guerlain, which will be coming up shortly. But this is Liquid Gold by Gissah. Next up we have Gold Immortals by Nihilo. This one is gorgeous, very feminine. This one is a sweet amber floral fragrance. It's musky, it's fresh, it's very feminine, opulent. This is stunning. Gorgeous fragrance for spring and summer, and even for a wedding as well. And these two pair really nicely together also, the Liquid Gold with the Gold Immortals, stunning fragrance. And that is Gold Immortals by Nihilo. Here we have Rose Amira by Guerlain. This is a patchouli and rose forward fragrance. Kind of woody and spicy thanks to the frankincense. Stunning fragrance, long lasting, great longevity. Pairs really well with Liquid Gold, Amber Gris, even with Gold Immortals as well. And that is Rose Amira. So here we have Cuir Béluga by Guerlain. I'm obsessed with this fragrance. I first wore her when I was in Barbados last year with my family, and when I bought my Oud Nude, they gave me a 5 ml of Cuir Béluga along with a 5 ml of Angelique Noir, which I took with me on holiday, and I kind of laid them together or laid them with Diptyque's Fleur de Peau. And just the way that it smelled in that high heat was phenomenal. And yeah, I became obsessed and I had to get me a bottle, and I bought the 200 ml, liked it that much. So Cuir Béluga is a stunning non-gourmand vanilla, very powdery, smooth, but there is a coldness to this, which I find quite comforting. It's really nice, really gorgeous. And that is Cuir Béluga by Guerlain. So here we have Kenzo Amour. This one I've had in my collection for some time. I would say maybe since the end of 2020. This one is gorgeous. It's a powdery rice fragrance. It's a tad fluffy. There's a balance between sweet and savoury. She's quite vanillic as well. There are some floral touches. They're very light. And the incense really comes through in the dry down. This fragrance is definitely one that I need to be using more, especially this time of year in London. So yeah, that's Amour by Kenzo. So next up is Perfection in a Bottle. This is Grand Soir by MFK. This fragrance is absolutely stunning. The resinous amber in this and the vanilla is pure perfection. And I'm kind of gutted that I never got the 200 ml when I got this one, because this has been reformulated. So I smelt the reformulated version in John Lewis, I think end of last year. So disappointing. The reformulation, this is very thin, it's very watery. Nothing in comparison to this is thick, it's resinous, it's deep, it's vanillic, it's powdery, it's pure perfection in a bottle. I use her sparingly because it has been reformulated. But this month will be adorning her because she deserves to be used. And that is Grand Soir by MFK. So here we have Xerjoffv Starlight. This fragrance is beautiful. It's an spicy, ambery, fresh kind of fragrance. very, very ambery, very warm, almost feels golden to the skin. The cardamom is not smoky. The cardamom is actually kind of sweet. It's more amber than it is cardamom. There's light hints of almond as well. And the spices are very soft. For the most part, it is amber, soft spices, touch of almond, a little bit of cardamom. Very golden, very delicious, very delectable. Smells amazing. It's very grown up as well. This is not for anybody under the age of like 23. Like if you're like 25 plus, you could really appreciate this masterpiece. And that is Starlight by Xerjoffv. Another amber coming up next, and that's Fendi Furiosa. Fendi Furiosa is very much an amber forward fragrance with some white florals. It's got crisp freshness and soft spices wrapped in amber. It's got feminine creamy florals. It's lightly balsamic with some woody touches. This fragrance is stunning. I'm not sure if it's been discontinued. I think it can be a little bit difficult to find, but you can find it. I have seen them on eBay. I bought mine from Fragrance X back in 2020. I bought this and then I got the travel size, which is the 30 ml when I go on holiday. So yeah, I use those too. I'm glad I have it in my collection because she's gorgeous. And as she wears down, it gets more kind of ambery, slightly citrusy as well. It's beautiful. It's actually quite fresh, even though it's amber laden. And that is Fendi Furiosa. Up next, we have Daidalos by Sandalia. This one is a very woody, musky fragrance with some benzoin. The benzoin is kind of given a slight vanilla kind of nuance to it. It's very musky as well. The amber is kind of dry. This is kind of almost smells like, yeah, very incensey also. If you love incense and woods together, you're going to love this. Stunning fragrance. And that is Daidalos by Sandalia. I've got Jardins de Misfa by Une Nuit Nomade. This one I reviewed in my video, I think about a month ago. I liked it. I didn't love it. I still like it, don't love it. I want to get to grips with it more, so I'm going to put it on my fragrance table. The sweetness is there with the dates. I still don't get any of the other spice or aromatics. I want to give it another chance. That's why I'm putting it on my fragrance table. Because, yeah, it's like a fruity sweet fragrance. I don't really get the dates per se, just fruitiness. And I do get rose, but it's kind of squeaky. And there is some sweetness. So I thought, you know what, let's put it on the table and let's wear it a few times and see how we get on. And that's going to be Jardins de Misfa by Une Nuit Nomade. This one is slightly different from what we've got on the table thus far. And this is Iris Caledon by Armani Privé. This fragrance sparked my interest in patchouli because up until this fragrance, I couldn't stand patchouli. The patchouli in this is done to perfection. It's kind of, with the orris and the iris, it's that kind of buttery, kind of rich, kind of oily. Smells kind of vanillic. This fragrance is absolutely gorgeous. Works all year round as well. It just makes me feel really confident. And that's why I'm putting her on my fragrance table. I think that this might be discontinued. I'm not 100% sure. If it is, I'm gutted because I need another bottle. This is only, what size is this? It's 100 ml. I know it comes in 200. So I need to go hunting for the 200. But this fragrance is perfection. If you love iris, if you love orris butter, if you love patchouli, it's a little bit vanillic. It's some amber in there. This is beautiful and long lasting. And that is Iris Caledon by Armani Privé. So here we have a musky floral. This is Liquid by Liquid Imaginaires. This fragrance is a musky floral, but there's something about this that reminds me of Somali incense, and I love it. It's stunning. It's different from everything else because it is a floral and it is musky. There's not any woods in here, I don't think, but this fragrance, she definitely will be worn this spring. I'm looking forward to wearing her. And yeah, that's Liquid by Liquid Imaginaires. So up next we have a soft spicy rose musk. This is Fleur Musk by Narciso Rodriguez. This fragrance is absolutely gorgeous and it pairs really well with Middle Eastern frags like the Liquid Gold by Gissah or Touch Oud by Ahmed and Maghribi. It just works. So I love to layer it with like heavy Middle Eastern scents or oils, and it's like perfect. And I will be using her this spring, and that is Fleur Musk by Narciso Rodriguez. So up next, we have an oud and leather combo with some rose and some saffron. This is Terrific Oud Extreme by Terry de Gunsberg. I'm not sure if this fragrance is discontinued, but she is absolutely stunning. Yeah, this is Extrait de Parfum. This fragrance, wow, wow. I've had her for quite a while and I've not worn her in a while and I want to use her this spring. Definitely a unique leather and oud take. The rose is gorgeous in here. Kind of powdery as well, a little bit metallic. Fresh spicy and soft spicy at the same time. This is stunning, perfect for spring in the UK. Last but certainly not least is Baha Al Garam by Ard Al Zafran. This fragrance I bought, I think, in the first year of lockdowns of 2020. This is gorgeous. It's very dewy and juicy purple and white florals. A little bit of spice coming from the carnation. It's got some musk in there as well, some cedar and a touch of vanilla. This is beautiful. This is definitely one of those scents you can wear as a bride. It could be your signature scent. It's just stunning and it works all year round for any occasion. And that is Baha Al Garam by Ard Al Zafran. And that wraps up my April fragrance table. Who says ambers and oriental scents are just for winter? These rich, warm and captivating fragrances are perfect for adding depth and sensuality to spring. Which amber or oriental perfume are you reaching for this season? Well, let's chat in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe and stay tuned for more fragrance picks. See you in the next one.